people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's Watson, a bootleg, rolling to his right. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off it. Defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns' 2-yard line.
Jackson now. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Go on 4th. Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going long here for Wallace. And it'll be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The Ravens sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson on 1st down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I mean, you know, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Jackson. Caught on the slant. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Tylan Wallace, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interception's the result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And again, it's Chubb. Bulldozes past him. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Watson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. The defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Drops it off for Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. On first down, it's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down. Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick. Not good at all.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Back to throw, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 13-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On third down, Jackson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage. Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead. Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half. Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Go ahead. No, we see you.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half. And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? If we shut you down, they're over on the bench right now feeling great. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him. No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody can run him down from the backside. They're at the kids' table. Okay, so front side guys, good. Yeah. Backside guys, man, that's what you're supposed to do. I've had better. Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And my goodness, another interception. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop right at the line. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go up the middle with Chubb. Runs over. Room here to run. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyus Bowser, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay,
and now here is another interception. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, tied up. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Yetur Gross-Matos
showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, report.
Throwing is Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And the Browns are right back in this football game.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Watson.
Right side and caught by Kohler. 2nd and 7.
Watson. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. And I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Jackson. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Ravens going to use the second of their time.